Since we have good sim racing games, we are always wondering how far they are from the real life. Today we are gonna try to compare them and understand the differences better. Welcome back on The Wasted Driver. As I said, we're gonna talk about real life and sim racing games. And I have the opportunity to try a rally car, a Yaris GR, and today we are gonna compare the real one I try with the one I find in Assetto Corsa. So I already made a video with the GR that you can find, have English subtitle on it. That was before I switched the channel in English, so it's in Italian. As I said, was a great experience, my first time in a real car. I only had 4 laps with the car, and as I said in the video, the first 2 laps I just tried to understand the circuit because I never do a lap in that circuit, so I was just trying to understand if it was similar to the sim racing, because I download the circuit on Assetto Corsa to understand the layout and to understand the car. I download both the car and the circuit, and I was really surprised how close the sim racing game was to the real life. When I arrived in the circuit, I already know the turns, how wide was the circuit, the braking points, how to insert the car. I have only 4 laps, as I said. I send it, I give it, not all, but I try to push a bit more to have fun, so I try to understand how to drive the car. It was a great experience, like, go check the video, I'll leave you the link here. But today, we are here to talk about real to sim. Obviously, there are differences between real and sim racing, but sim racing games every year are closing the gap, and the technology help a lot doing that. But yeah, I think a real life will always be a real life, except when we have, like, I don't know, headset and suit and stuff, like you're the real person in another world.
A place called the Oasis.
I want to show you a lap of Castelletto circuit, like that you have an idea of the layout a little bit. So you arrive and you have to brake hard because you have an European left that closes a lot, and you have to accelerate hard on the exit. There is a slight left at the end of the exit. So straight line again, like short 50 meters, you have a right where you have to stay all on the right, because after you have a left that go uphill. So you have a left that go up and you arrive in a close right that go in another right, like really tight. You have to brake a lot and you lose a lot of the car because the weight go everywhere. After you have a long left, big left that arrive in another 100 meters, we say, with another huge left curve, like really long, that arrive in a double right, really close, the second one especially, uphill, close a lot, 50 meters, pedal down, you have another hairpin left that take you in the biggest straight that you have in the circuit. So you arrive, and you could like third, fourth, fifth gear, you have to brake because you have a slightly left that you have to close a lot, and they take you downhill, so all the weight of the car going in front into left. The second one you have to close a lot because take you on the right you have to go a lot wide on the left to close in the last turn, again right turn, to arrive in the straight line. So we are inside the car, and the car is very similar to the rally car. Even the sound, it's pretty good, I like it. The rally car is way more aggressive. When you accelerate, you feel the push. And I don't know why, the real life, the car looks way more grippy. Like when you turn left or right, the car go exactly where you're pointing it. Here it's a bit more slow, a bit more difficult to turn. Yeah, I have to say that they are not far from each other. And a good thing that the car did, this one in the game, is react the same as the real one. That means when I push hard brake in the real one, I felt that the rear goes sliding and go a bit everywhere. This one do exactly the same. I'm gonna show you right now. If if I push hard the brakes right here, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna lose the rear, you see? Because seriously, don't have a lot of downforce on the rear. So when I pushing hard brakes, all the way going in front, and I lose the rear. So as I said in the video, when I drove the real car, I learned the track the day before going to testing the car, because I never drive in this track, so I know nothing about it. I don't know the corners, the angles, the braking points. So I download the car, I download the track, and I start to make laps and laps to understand it. And as soon as I arrive on track, I discovered that it was really, really, really close to the real one. And even the car I use, this one, the one I'm trying now, and I was surprised to the similarity there was between the real one and this one, because I never thought it was that close to each other. It's still far real to sim racing, but it's close. It's not that far, and thanks to the sim I was able to make a pretty quick lap at the end of the fourth. The car on the sim looks like they have no grip, that on real life the cars are so grippy. The turn I'm arriving right now, this one, I arrive at almost 160 here, brake, lower one gear and throw the car on the inside, and the car stays stick, and I can go way more faster. But yeah, I have just 4 laps. I can't mess too much with the car. But yeah, it's not the same on sim. I don't know if I'm the only one that feel this, but yeah, if you ever drove a car in real life and tried the same one in sim, let me know your thoughts about it. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious about that. Yeah, you see I lose the rear every time. It's so light, and it was the same with the real car. That is good, that is fun, because it's pretty much the same. But yeah, I have no grip at all. I'm telling you, we're not that far from the real life. Like I think in 10-15 years we will have sims that are really, really, really close to real life. Ooh, this thing happened to me with the real car. Exactly the same. As soon as I arrive at the top of the right turn there, I lose the weight on the car and the rear starts to slide and I'm losing it. Exactly the same way I did right now with this car. So yeah, that was pretty similar. Another thing that every time happen with the sims is when you go outside the track, like when you go on the grass, every time like this, you see you lose the car super easily. That in real life I touch the grass and the gravel more than once, and it's not that effective as the simulator. Simulator really, as soon as you touch it, that's when you fly. In the real life, most of the time, like I can say 80% of the times, it's okay, nothing happened. So let's check the 2 videos during a lap, see the differences, and we're gonna discuss that. We are watching now the comparison between the real life, low, and up on the left we have Assetto Corsa. So the first thing you can see is obviously my PC is not the best quality, so you see the difference between real life and Assetto Corsa. But with some PC, like the difference is not that far. And another thing that you see immediately is that the layout is exactly the same. For that, when I tried the car the first time, I was like impressed by how close the game was to real life, because in like only 4 laps I already can push a bit the car, and a car I never drove in a circuit I never drove before. So that's incredible. Even the cars, I set up the car on the game to be the closest possible to the real one, and you see that the lap is there. The car have the same pace and everything. So if you want to training to understand a couple of things, especially in a circuit that you don't know, the simulator, it's incredible because you gain so much time. You stay 1, 2, 3 days to training in the sim, and you can understand really well the breaking points and everything. So I was really impressed. The biggest thing that miss is obviously the weight transfer that you don't feel, but for the rest, it's really incredible the similitude there are between them. It was really fun doing something like this. I want to try more like real car and sim racing cars. And if your hobby is throwing shit at people like a monkey, subscribe to the channel and put a thumb. As always, see you next time. Bye.